The title of my message tonight, beloved, within the church, within the all Christian base. The title of my message tonight is Three-Fifths Human, the Working Poor, a Moment in Black History, and the Black Race. Now, beloved, Booker T. Washington, who wrote that book, Up From Slavery, came from slavery. I'm a first African American slave who had a white father and a black mother as a slave. Wrote a book and he said when he came out of slavery, he said blacks should have trades and not try to compete with the white race to be responsible for their bills and their responsibilities. We try to enhance white society at large and don't ask for the white man's pie unless you're able to get back to the white man's society. What ended up happening is the white race ended up making blacks the working poor. They ended up not giving blacks the right type of skills to learn how to provide for themselves financially. So now, the average black has to work a trade and have a job and have a degree just to make it, beloved, in the Christian church. Another face. And what is so sad is that the majority of these trades go to the Mexicans and foreigners. Foreigners like Jamaicans and islanders like Cubans and Africans. The African Americans that are actually in this country, they lose their jobs. So they go to the illegal immigrants that are actually pouring over our borders. And the Kamala Harris Biden administration, and they're sucking these jobs from poor African American peoples that are trying to make it, trying to provide for their needs in the Christian church and other denominations. And it's so sad, beloved, in the Christian church and other denominations. In the God's last day church, beloved. And what they do is they subcontract. A lot of these Caucasian companies that have contracting jobs, they subcontract lease. Well, they don't give viable payment jobs to highly educated African American people who are trying to pay for their families and pay bills for their families, beloved. In the Christian church and the God's last church, and denominations, beloved. And it's so sad. So they say, pull yourself up by your bootstrap. When they take the boot from the shoe, from the foot of those who are trying to pull themselves up by their bootstrap, beloved. So the African American race ends up becoming a disenfranchised, marginalized race. So we need things like reparations. Take care of us. So the Japanese, their reparations. After Pearl Harbor and the bombings took place in Pearl Harbor, and all the Japanese in this country would blame Pearl Harbor, beloved in the Adventist Church and other Christian denominations. They had reparations through that situation there. Native Americans had their form reparations. They were in reservations and they had funding for their situation. Other nationalities in this country all have their reparations. But so far, the African American race is the only race that have not had any reparations for their oppression in this country, beloved. And this needs to stop. This needs to stop, beloved. And by the way, Jesus Christ was not a white man. Jesus Christ, this moment back here, Jesus Christ was a man of color. Revelation says he had brazen eyes and he had woolly hair. Now, it's very hard for a white man to have woolly hair or nappy hair. He has straight hair, but not woolly hair, not nappy hair, or brazen eyes, or red skin. And his skin was not as dark as mine. Christ was not as dark as mine. But he was a man of color. He did have woolly hair, beloved, in the Christian church. He was a Jew. He's safe, and he lives in Africa. Africa is a black nation, is an African nation. He was not in Europe. He was not in Europe. He was in the Caucasus Mountains up in Europe, beloved, in the Christian church. So let's recognize our history as a people. And Black Lives Matter, I say, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. And Black lives do matter. Don't kill all the Black lives. Protect our poor innocent Black men on the streets from police brutality. Don't have the mass prison to a school to prison ratio. After school is done, after high school is done, or elementary is done, or middle school is done. Right now, don't do that, beloved. Black lives do matter. Now it's not your life that matter. Black lives matter. So it's still turning the cheek. I believe that's our motto. But still, Black lives do matter. But I don't agree with the fact that these Black Lives Matter leaders are stealing money from the organization and using it for their cause, and then endorsing things like homosexuality and the breaking down the nuclear family. As I'm hearing on the news now, I don't support the gay agenda. But I do support the idea that Black Lives Matter. So Black lives do matter, below the end of the church and the Christian denominations. I'm a Black man, and my life matters. So any attempt to protect my life is good. I don't support all the riots that these Black Lives Matter people are doing, rioting the cities and breaking down windows, breaking down streets, and breaking down businesses. That's not right. We should be orderly. Have orderly protests. Right to redress is right. That's not Constitution. But not riots in the cities, beloved. I know things get out of hand. Not riots in the cities, beloved, in the Christian churches. We need to do things right, beloved, in the Christian church. Moment of Black history. Christ was persecuted. He was hurt for his faith. He was maligned. He was talked about. He was criticized for being radical in his day. He wanted to mix up things in his day. He wanted to change things in his day. And Christ, if he was here on this earth, would not be accepted by the popular churches. He wanted to feed the poor. He wanted to feed the beggars. He wanted to Christ. I want to feed the poor and the beggars, but he wanted to do radical missionary work, beloved, in the Christian church. He didn't just want to get a book out in the community, like some of the evangelists do, like what I do. He wanted to preach tolerance of all peoples, and show love and mingle with all classes. The Samaritans he mingle with, and the publicans, those who are rough peasants, those who are not spiritual, those who cuss and drink and smoke, you mingle with them, beloved. You walk with them. Christ never thought like the Pharisees. He was holding them down. He thought he was better than anybody to walk and eat with anybody. In fact, like the Pharisees said of Christ, this man receives sinners and eats with them. He was a friend of the commandments of unrighteousness, beloved. He ate with them too as well. That's what they thought Christ was radical. He ate with the publicans and sinners and peasants. And he fed the poor and the hungry and the naked. Let us follow his example today. Let us look out for the oppressed. Let's get to the poor, because the black man in this country is the oppressed. Black man in this country is the working poor, like Jesse Jackson said. The Constitution says we are only 3/5 human. People like myself, only 3/5 human. That makes us oppressed. A 3/5 human person It's very precious because we're not considered to be human, beloved. Basically, like the woman used to teach, we don't even have a soul. We're not even going to heaven. We're going to go to purgatory, but not to heaven, beloved. That's what they said about us. But it's not true. We're all going to go to heaven. Lucy's not our grandfather, that mammal. And we are made in the image of God after His likeness, beloved, in the Christian church. And don't let them put the walls over your eyes. So, this is one in Black history. Black lives matter, all lives matter. But if Black lives don't matter, beloved, if Black lives really don't matter, why should your life matter anyways, too? So I wish your family happy Tuesday evening. Love you.